Everybody. This is Saturday Night Live. We're alive. This is going to be a live video chat show for adults because we use sharp things like scissors. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. This is going to be a live. And we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items and stuff. But we're also a live chat show and we will be interacting with the chat room as all night long. And we will be acting as goofy as possible because that's just the way we like to do it. And tonight I'm going to have a guest tonight, and she will be here shortly. And we will wait on her, and we will wait on those to come into the chat room to interact with us as well. So I see that we have Cheryl. She's the first. Hello, Cheryl. You're number one tonight. Woohoo! And Cheryl, are you okay today? She's been going through some things this week, and we've been keeping her in our thoughts and prayers. And whoop, 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 whoop. I got some Happy Meal tonight. We're going to open that. I'm going to run and doing good. Great. I'm going to run and get me some clean water. This won't take just a second. I'll be right back. Hold the fort down. Have a little paintbrush. We got a clean one now. So that doesn't take long to get that done. So there we are. Didn't miss a thing. Been going all but 30 seconds. Okay. Hi, Janet Burgess. Good evening. Good evening, Jennifer. Good to see you all coming in. Everybody's going to be palling in their room and sitting on top of each other trying to get a spot. So I didn't write, I need to make a new list because I have misplaced my other master list. I stuck it somewhere, and I think I stuck it in one of the books I've been working in. But I can make another one out. It doesn't take much to make a list. I just need a piece of paper. And I've got paper. Boy, do I have paper. I've got lots and lots of paper. So I'm going to make a list out while we're gathering and waiting on people to come in. So Sharon's here. Hi, Sharon. And how is Sharon? Sharon's been under the weather. I hope you're feeling good, feeling better. I did work on my hunt book yesterday. I'll have to show you what I did. I'll have to show you all. My sinuses are acting up today because of the pollen. We've got a lot of pollen in the air today. So excuse the sniffles. I do not have a cold. It is just pollen related. I promise. Nothing major. So let's see if we can remember all of the good little books that we've been working in. We like to do the pronto prompts every day that I stream. We like to open up the Happy Mail. And I have a Happy Mail book. And so I will be getting into that tonight because I've got some Happy Mail. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Who do you say? Well, it was from Jasper. So there's Jessie. But I'm waiting on Jasper. Maybe she'll be here in a few minutes. And I'll open up her Happy Meal. And then we like to work in the scavenger hunt book, and we like to work in the fox book, which is a new book that I just started this year, and it's a collection of foxes. Sharon said she received my mail yesterday. Good, I'm glad. And Sharon's feeling good. Oh, great! I'm so happy to hear that. I know. Cheryl said she mailed me something, and I think it was Angela Adele. She said she mailed me something, but I don't think I've gotten it. Well, if it did get returned to you, you'll find out soon enough. Um, if you do a lot of mailing, hi Sharon. She's in backstage, Sharon, and hang on, Sharon, I'm coming. I got my mouse right here. I've got to. I don't have to get up. Woohoo! So I'm learning how to use my little mouse. It's a little jumpy, but it works out. So here's my good friend Sharon Marlow. Welcome, Sharon.
Hi, you guys.
I've got you on mute. So just let me unmute you. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, loud and
Okay.
clear.
All right, great. Um,
So Sharon has been out of the system for a little while, and now she is coming back. She used to stream, and so she's getting her feet wet again. And I told her that she could come on and practice with me and get her feelings back, and she will. She's going to bounce back like lickety split. So go ahead and say something, Sharon.
okay. All right. Hi, Cheryl and Jen. And Sharon, I'm glad that you're feeling better. Um, okay, so I told Beth that I know not this upcoming month because she's going to be doing the punch and dye swap, but the following month is going to be ATC swap. So I'm like a really bad procrastinator when it comes to getting involved in like I haven't finished like one project, even the something as simple as the scavenger hunt. So I'm just saying. So I thought that we could do a background tonight to do that. And Beth, what do you think about that?
I think that's an excellent idea because I am ready. Uh, let's see. I'm getting confused. Let's
Hi,
see.
Angela.
Yep, dolls. And then March is going to be the die cuts. And then April is going to be ATCs. I'm writing it down so I don't forget. January was the ephemera trade, and February is the doll trade. That should be done now. I mean, everybody should be almost getting their February envelopes in the mail very, very soon. And then in March, we're going to do die cuts. And as soon as the doll trade gets toned down, I will talk about more about die cuts. But die cuts is anything with a punch, with a die cut machine, or anything cut out by hand. It
Hi,
could be
Jen.
fussy cut, and it could be magazine pictures. It can be anything. Anything would be acceptable with the punch or die cut. What I'm calling a die cut, and I will be giving examples of those things. But as we go along, but that's going to be in March, and then in April we're going to do ACTs. So tonight we're going to demonstrate a background page for an ACT, and I've got a clean piece of paper, and I'm sure that Sharon has one too, and we're going to paint this and decorate it so that we can use it for an ACT swap.
I'm going to see if I can. Is that like too far away, Beth, or do you think I need to bring it down?
No, I think you're okay. You can
Okay.
bring it down a little bit if you can, if it's not a trouble,
It's not.
if it's not any trouble.
Okay. So this is just some background that I already, I mean, I just been doing
Planted.
backgrounds and making
Stamping.
cards. And Beth, I sent those cards out, by the way.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So
So
anyway,
I'm looking for Jasper. If she comes in, let me know. I got happy mail from Jasper.
so I'm going to need to be in and out a little bit. So if Beth, I'll just mute myself as I get up because I actually thought that I wasn't going to come on till 6 with
She's
you.
cooking dinner, guys. Okay, so she's got to go check on dinner. What are we having, by the way?
Angela, thank you so very much. I appreciate that because I've been at this for probably about. I started with watching Dee Dee after I had some knee surgery, and that's where I started, and that was about 5 years ago, and I've gone from coloring to painting to doing all this other stuff, and but right now I'm into doing these backgrounds, and uh, I've been watching those two ladies over there at is it called Maker's Mark or um
Um,
they sell
something
stencils.
like
Okay,
that. Something like that.
okay, yeah. So what they do is they she demonstrates her stencils. You know, all these different kinds of backgrounds and stuff. So I've been playing with this stuff a lot. Uh,
Okay.
so that's kind of what I was going to put on here. Um,
Okay. Well, the first thing I was going to show or demonstrate is how many. Uh, there's a lot of ways that you can just put your put your cards down. I'm going to get several playing cards here. This is the same size as a uh, an ACT card. And if anybody is not familiar with ATCs, it stands for Artist Trading Cards. And they've been around for a long, long time. The girls on all it's all over the internet. It's all over YouTube, and it's just a fun thing to do. We decorate a card, and then we trade them with each others for fun. And it's just for fun, and it is a lot of fun to make them, and it's a lot of fun to receive them. So sometimes you can get so many cards on a page, but if you hold your mouth right and have the right teacher, you might be able to get an extra card out of your paper. If you're if you're interested in saving paper, uh, and a normal sheet of paper, you can get three three down. Let me get my paper down here. You can get three down, three down this way and three across. And I need two more cards. But this is just an example of how many cards you can get on a piece of paper. So if you hold your mouth right, might be able to get a few more. So what I have been learn I've learned this off of the internet. Now I didn't make it up. So it's not just me. But if you do three down this way and three this way, then if you scoot them to the edge of the paper just perfectly. I'm going to draw these out, by the way. And then you can get one this way. So you can get four instead of three, you can get four down this way and you get an extra card. So it's just not nine cards, you get 10 cards. And then you only have this much of a piece of this much piece to waste or to use in your scrap bin. And it becomes Kim bits. That's what Kim gets her Kim bits from. She uses little tiny pieces of paper to make other things with. So this is a way to do this is how you organize your cards to get 10 on a page versus 9 on a page. So your it's not real hard to do, but it's just easy. I can just continue to do 9. I can continue to do 9, or I can reverse this here and I can put them this direction and get an extra card and get an extra card on my paper. So there's your little card lesson.
Very clever. I
That's
like
all you're going to get. That's all you're going
it. That's it, you guys. Don't ask for anything else.
And I have to I had to write this down and draw it out. And what I did is I drawed it out, and then I would put my paper in the printer, and I copied it and printed it out on all my sheets for a long time, so I could remember, what how to cut it. And then I would paint the other side, and then I could cut this side because I could see the lines. But I'm at a point now in my crafting that I can remember how to do it now.
um,
But it's hard to explain. I had to show it to you.
I was looking up here and I see that Cheryl was saying something about she's just like new to doing this die cut machine thing.
Uh huh.
And Cheryl, I'm going to tell you something. The most important thing that you can do when you're doing this is make sure that you have your sandwich right, because I have ruined so many plates in my Gemini
Yeah.
because I didn't follow the pattern of, okay, run it through, flip it over. So you run it through this way. Then the next time you flip it around and run it through, and you have to turn them upside down. And if you keep doing that pattern, your thingies won't,
You
the
won't
little
wear
doohickey.
your plate. You
Thank
wear
you.
your plates out.
Yeah, the plates won't bend.
Warp. They won't warp if you alternate them
Right.
over, flipping them over.
But I found these things here, and craftily. I found these
What?
little, what they call magic, these magic mats, and
Oh, okay.
they take the place of one of those hard plastic ones, and these are real flexible. Okay, so they don't warp. And
Oh,
if they do
okay.
warp, all you do is heat them with the heat gun. And
I see.
and but I'll tell you, if you do a lot of die cutting, and I'll spend like a whole day just cutting dies, which I have to get ready to do too as well. But if you see these and you want to know, I'm just telling you, these are really good.
Okay. And you got that where?
Um, I got it at scrap. I got them from scrapbook.com
Okay. Okay.
because they're the ones. I don't know if they're the ones who make it.
Is it a cutting mat? Magic mat. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and
if anybody's interested
okay,
in
look,
that,
you
yeah.
can see like where I had the dies on, and it's not it's not cut. Like if you look at hard plastic, now this side here, um, you can kind of see some of it, but it kind of, I don't know. But they weren't that expensive. They were like, this is the one for my Gemini Junior, and I think this was like $7.
Okay. Okay.
And so,
I have a little tiny die cut, and it's a spellbounder. We're going to have coffee stained. Uh, we're going to have coffee stained paper tonight. I spilled my coffee on my paper.
okay, I'm gonna throw down some paint real quick, and then I'm gonna go check on my dinner. See if I
Okay.
can get this.
Okay. But here's my little spellbinder, and it's just a 2.5 inch wide, and I love it. It's just perfect for me. Uh, I have such a I have a big craft room, but I have everything around me. So, and I'm always pulling things towards me, and I end up with tiny spaces to work with. And this is just perfect for my little space. And I don't particularly want a bigger one. I think this is going to be perfect for me because I don't do a lot of die cutting, but I do some. I do some, and I can sit and do some die cuttings with this. And I'm not going to do it right now, but I will be doing some die cutting with you guys before we do the die cut trade. So, but it stays on my desk over here. And this was a beautiful little gift from Dana. Dana gave me this for Christmas, and she was so sweet to do that. And it was perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect for my little tiny space. It sits right there.
That was a great thing they came out with when they came out with that little one because uh, it's perfect for a lot of my dyes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I got one from Zandra a couple years ago, a little one like that,
yeah. Okay.
and those are great. I bet you'd use that more than you would the
I
other one.
Yeah, because I can pull it out like right now and do one little, and I've got a file. I've got a little case with all my dyes in it. Don't need any more dyes. I got more than enough dyes to play with, and I probably will never use all of them anyway. So, I just pick out what I need and die cut it and then put it right back and it's lickety split. I don't have to leave it out all day and work only on die cuts all day. I can pull it out and make one instantly. So while she's putting some paint down, I'm going to get into the pronto prompts and get out 5 prompts for tonight, and then I can post them for anybody who needs them, uh, who needs for me to post. So I'm just going to get out 5, and um, and then we'll see what they are. I've got 4 different prompt lists in all of my prompts, and they've come from 4 different places, so there's a lot of variety. And tonight we're going to have a map page, and it says intuitive writing. And we'll talk about that in just a minute, but we're going to write and do some handwriting on our prompt page. And and then you all can sort of tell me what is your interpretation of intuitive. And then here we have a snail. We need to draw a little snail, which is an animal. And then we're going to roll it. So we're going to do something with a roll. And I've got the perfect tool to do it with. Let me see if I can locate it. I've got it over here. And then we've got a stencil we get to play with. So those are our prompts for tonight. And I'm going to take a picture of it and post it in the group for us. And but the first thing I'm going to do on this other paper is put some paint down in just a minute. I think that'll work. And I'll Facebook it here. And pronto prompts and paste, select, print, done, post. You have to do everything. If you don't, I can't tell you how many times I've done this and then forget to hit the very last button of posting. And I think I've done something and I haven't because I didn't push post. But I did this time. And we will be doing the prompts tonight. I've got the prompts from Thursday night here as well. I didn't have time to do Thursday's prompts either, but so maybe we'll get to do them together tonight. Maybe I'll put them all on one page. That'll be different. So, hi, Kelly Ann. Hi, Cindy. Hi, everybody coming in. Janet Nash is here. Yes, Sharon Lumbar's here tonight. She sure is.
Hi, Cassie.
She says she's
Janet.
feeling better. Hi, Barry. I did see Barry come in earlier. So, hi, Margaret's here. Hi, Margaret. Good to see you all. So tonight, Sharon Marlow is here, and she is going to be starting to stream again in the near future. And I think I'll let her talk about that in a little bit. but if you want to put her link in the chat, Sharon, if you say, let's see if I can find you up here. Uh, if s- if somebody can find Sharon's link, and you can put her link in the chat room, and everybody can subscribe to her because she's been out of the loop for a couple of years. How long has it been?
It's been almost 2 years.
Has it been 2 years almost?
Yep.
So if you can find her link, that would be great. And is your YouTube channel going to be Rebel Rocket Art?
It's under Sharon Marlow,
It's under Sharon Marlowe.
and
Okay.
then Rebel Rocket comes up.
Uh,
All my accounts have the same avatar of that little woman with
okay.
the little headdress.
Okay. Good. Good. And
No matter
I'm already subscribed. Great.
no matter what platform you're on, that is the
Okay.
only.
Thank you, Janet, for doing that for me. And oh, she already had it in there. But she's fast. She's fast now. She's lickety split fast. So anyway, we're doing some painty papers tonight, and I showed you how to sketch out 10 ACTs on a paper, and I'm going to flip it over, and that'll be the back, and that'll be my template how to cut my cards when I after I decorate my paper. And I've got all kinds of paint over here that I'm going to be using. And Sharon's got to go downstairs in just a minute to check on her dinner. She's cooking dinner. So,
I really thought that I had because I got Eastern, and Central mixed up, which is not hard for me because whenever I was growing up, my dad used to always call me scatterbrain. I mean, in a loving way, not a, not so. Yeah.
so I'm just putting down little pieces of paint and scraping it out a little bit. And I'm using my tube and my big bottles. This is a bigger bottle. This is I think a 4 ounce bottle, and I'm using some of these 4 ounce bottles. And then I've got my other little bottles over here on the wall. So, but I never get to use these big bottles, so I'm going to try to use some of this paint up. So there we go. All right.
I know, you guys, it looks kind of crazy right now, but you got to remember, when you cut these up, you're only getting like a little piece of it.
Yeah.
I always forget that when I'm doing this. I'm going to throw some water on here in a minute because it's starting to get yuck. Where's my water?
Once I get my edges done, it'll be easier. And I like putting down things with a credit card. It's uh it's very satisfying to me. There's yellow, and I've got orange over here. Getting all my little tubey paints out here. And I can use these tubey paints next month in March. We're going to have March Madness. And Kim Polton, she is going to host a Sunday on March the 3rd. And she is going to host a panel of people. And we are going to be playing with our jelly plates. So if you want to have a fun day and a good laugh, you want to put that date down on your calendar because we will be having a funny day. It'll be fun to see how many people. And I think Sharon's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't know. Somebody mentioned a speed round, and so I just ordered a bunch of painters plastic, and so I can cover the whole room.
So she can sling it, huh?
I'm telling you, I love to jelly plate, and but everybody who's done it knows that you have to have a lot of space to put your papers, and it's messy.
It can be. It can
And,
be.
come
Uh,
on, Matt, it's messy.
it
Period.
is. It is.
And so
And
I love doing it, but I could never like Devin. She's got it down pat. Okay,
yeah, yeah, yep.
when
She
she
does
does,
very good.
yeah, it's like
She's got, and I've got one of her prompts list in my pronto prompts. I'm using one of the lists that she's used in January. She was doing a prompt list from somebody and on the internet with a stencil challenge for January, and she did a stencil. I don't know, every day I think a stencil challenge, and
hmm
and she used the prompts that were on the list.
hmm
And I got a hold of that list. She let me take a picture of it, and then I cut it up and put it in my little jar, pronto pronto prompt list,
hmm
and on the tickets. So I've got a copy of it, and she does very nice stenciling and jelly printing.
Okay, I keep covering up
And
my
that's
orange.
Devon for Art is her link. And if you haven't watched her before, you should. She's good.
Oh, I'm
She's
telling
really
you
good.
what, that girl can. She works at Jelly Plate like a maestro violinist. She really does. It's so
Hi,
impressive.
Belinda. Hi, Debbie. Hi, everybody coming in. Hello, hello. I've got Sharon Marlow with me today.
Hi,
We're gonna play.
Teresa.
There's Teresa. Hi,
Hi,
Teresa.
Cindy. Belinda.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
making a mess.
I'm making a real mess, so I'm
You can vote to see who's the messiest. I've already spilt my coffee, so I should get an extra point for that.
yeah, that's true. That was right up.
I want extra points for that.
Okay, now I need to go back to ah
This is so fun scraping paint, guys. It feels so good. It just feels good.
what? Oh,
Scraping paint on paper and scraping it off with the credit card. I
well,
love it.
I really want to try something. This whitewash stuff. I don't know if I'll do it on here, but uh,
Now, I've got my paints down. Now I get to play with mark making. Are you going to do any mark making,
on here,
like circles and things?
yeah. Right now, I um you know I'm very I don't know why it takes me so long to
Well, you're
decide
fine.
how many colors are going in this background,
Yeah.
but I'll know it when I see it sometimes.
Yeah, I'll know when it has enough. I will know when it has enough.
Well,
So
it's going to give it stability too. I look at it like that, however many coats. It looks better than it
So I
does on the
was
screen.
filling up. I use a pill bottle or a pill tray and put my pills out in it in the mornings and evenings.
Mhm.
And I used up one of my pill bottles and I saved the lid. So I'm going to use this as one of my marking tools. And then I'm going to try something new tonight. And this is one of those little water absorbers in your pill bottles. And it's got some kind of a salt in it or something, and I'm going to use it as a circle to see if that little print, it's got a little tiny of a cross or a star in it or something, and I'm going to see if it'll show up. I don't think it will. I think it'll just make a circle, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of a mark it makes. So you can use anything in the house to use for mark making, and for starters, I'm going to do that. And I think I'm just going to dip into the blues and the purples for my mark makings. see what we can get out of the bottle here. And I hear you have a puppy.
Oh,
He
oh,
sounds like he's a bruiser.
yeah, he is. He's like huge. He weighs 145 pounds.
Oh
Hold
my
on a minute.
goodness.
I'm gonna mute.
Okay. So anyway, I'm going to put out a few collars on my my pilot here, and I'm going to find, I got to find some blue. Got to do some blues. Hi, everybody coming in. Have I missed anybody? Hello, hello. Janet Burgess says, I'm slowly tidying my house, so when I come home after my hip replacement, it will be nice. I hear you. Janet, you will be on our prayer list. That's not going to be fun, 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 but afterwards, after you finish your therapy, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a wonderful thing because you'll have a new hip, so I'm wishing wonderful, wonderful soon healings. Ooh, this does leave a design. Check that out. It leaves a little tiny plaid pattern. Look at that. That is cool. That's so different than what I have. Every time it left a little pattern. Look at that. So that was the little moisture pellet that comes in your pills. So now we know what we can find to use. I usually throw them away, but it's like a star. Good. Fun. So that'll look really cool in the background, right? And I could do it in different colors. Ooh, yeah. Blue and pink make purple. I didn't need to put the purple paint down. I got purple. Here we go. So, and the purple is not dark enough, the light purple. Very nice. Get some on the edges because I know there'll be a card on the edges. And even this, even the edge that's not going to be cut, it deserves to have some pretty things on it. So I'll do both edges. But this is how I'm going to cut my cards out, and then this will be extra down here to use for anything else I want to use it for. So that'll be nice. Okay, that's enough of that. And we'll get my big lid and see if I can't get some paint on it. This is fun. I love doing this. If anybody needs any therapy, this is good therapy. Making painty papers. And I have some jelly prints that the last time we did jelly, the last time I did the jelly plate, I've got the papers over here in the drawer, and I need to get them out and do some mark making on them, and then do some doodling. You can doodle on them after this, after you finish mark making, and that makes a fun page. So I'm just going to do this for a little bit here. And I can also do halvesies. if I want to do halvesies around the around my page. And the middle ones will become halvesies on their own. They will. Like that. Okay. So I'll just use the rest of my paint up on that and leave it. And I'm done with this circle, so I can throw it away now. I don't need to keep it because it was from an empty pill bottle. I don't need to keep them all. I just use them and throw them away. No need to over crowd your drawers because I know I'll be getting another lid here shortly, the next month or so. So those are those mark makings. I'm going to dry this. Hi, Christy. Howdy do, everybody. Sharon R's here. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Angela. Hi, Candy. I've got some happy mail to open from Jasper. I'm going to sit this over to the side and which prompt is the mark making? Okay, this is not a prompt. This is a painty paper that I just put down some paint, and we're making this page to be cut up for the future. We're going to be making ACT cards, and it's going to be an ACT background page. It's just a background page. And while I'm letting this dry, I'm going to turn my fan on, and then I'm going to get my Happy Mail out, and I'll show you what Jasper sent me. Because I have a funny feeling we all want to know what's inside. I think I know what's in there. I think it's going to be a doll. Get my fan going here. Whew, that feels good. But I did post the pronto prompts. But the pronto prompts is a snail. We got a snail today, a stencil. Something says roll it, a map, a map page, and the fifth one is intuitive writing. Now, intuitive writing, is that just where you just is it scribbly cursive writing, or you just write just anything down off the top of your head? What would intuitive writing be?
Anything off the top of your head, I would think. I mean, that's what I
Okay.
think of.
Then then then
Or,
we can
or
say
intuitive means like
made
thinking.
up,
Well,
maybe
your
made up.
intuition tells you that you know the dog barks. Your intuition tells you that what kind of bark it is, or I don't know.
This is our word for the day is relax. This is our word. We got our we got our word there. And let's see. I hope everybody is doing okay. We got all three Sharons in the house. Woohoo! I think the Sharons have it, but we've got Janet Burgess and Janet Nash. Now, when Janet Baum gets in here, Janet BB, then we'll have a tie. She might come in. Intuitive writing. It just was just writing off the top of your head without making any sense. Okay. So I can write, I love pronto prompts, I love art, I love you. Something silly. That would be intuitive writing. And do it in cursive and all over the page. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to be doing that here in a few minutes, but I'm going to work on I'm going to do this Happy Mail, and I have a Happy Mail book that I laid right over here. And we have to put Happy Mail on here. I found some stickers a minute ago, some letters. Let's see if I have enough letters to put on there. I bet I do. I bet I do. As long as we don't have, I got two sets of letters. We'll have plenty of letters. So we want H. Shall we do every other one? H A P. I'm going. This is giving me the giggles. P. I'm going to make them every which way, and another P over here. J P I. Here's another P and a Y. Happy. Can you see it? That looks good. Happy male, and then I want to go with the M. M N. Happy male. M A. Come on. Let's try this direction. M. It's a little wonky, but that's okay. MAINL. So happy male. I like it. And I can do it again on the other side, maybe, or something. I've got some more letters, but we're going. This is my Happy Mail book, and I'm I had intentions of making it a glue book, but I got into these pockets, and I started putting pockets in. So maybe it's just going to hold my Happy Mail so that I can use it in my art. So that might be even a better idea. Woohoo! So let's open Jassie's mail. Let's see what she sent us. I'm sorry, Jasper. I'm sorry, Jassie. I'm giving you credit. I I I hate it, but because they both came into my life at the same time. But this is Jasper and Jasper Streams. Oh, look what she sent me. All kinds of goodies. Look, it's still coming out. She sent me some letters. I can always use letters. So let's see what she sent. Ooh, is this a bug? Is that an insect? It's very creative. It's a creative insect. Here's a card. Oh, she sent me a card. See, this is an ATC card, and she put her name on it. Yay! And it says a conclusion is simply the place where you got tired of thinking. Okay. And so that is an ATC card. You can make it out of paper or cardboard. This is a box of you've been sucking your thumb incessantly since the age of 2. Okay, I don't know what that came off of, but it's got a little boy and he's sucking his thumb. And that's what it says on the back, but she's got her name on there too. So thank you, Jasper. So this is a piece of fib art, FIB. For those of you that don't know, that stands for fibs. And we, all of us, are fibs. We are friends in the box. The box is the computer. Okay, that's the box. And we're in it and we're friends. So, fibs, we are all fibs now. So, she sent me some, ooh, this is like velour or something. It's pretty. It's got a nap to it. That is pretty. And some stickers and some letters. I don't know, random letters. That's all right. We can use them. She sent me a guest check. You never know. You might need to take an order. You never know. Oh, she sent me a vintage photo. Those come in handy in the promptos. And these little stickets. The Roosevelt, New Orleans. And this one says Glacier National Park. Wow, those are cool stickers. And some more. There's another one. This is a little space guy. Another one of these round ones. The Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. Woohoo! That's where Joe is from. And she sent me this bird, and it looks like a bird book. These are called Red Start bird. Red Start. It's an American Red Start female. The female is above and the male is below. And if you don't, just in case you don't know it, in the bird family, usually the female bird is not as attractive as the male bird because the male wants to attract girls. He likes girls. And the female doesn't want to attract anybody, especially the predators, if they're sitting on their babies. And but they both, the male and female, take care of the babies. This says uh, Wolford, Miami Beach, Florida. Woohoo! That's a place, I'm sure. Here's some art that she sent me out of a magazine. You never knew you might need to have a piece of art for your troubles, for your prompts. Here's Lake Parlin House Lodges. And I can't see the small print. There is the word who and she, a random word. Perhaps this is the moment for which you have been created. Oh, that's in the book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 14. This is the moment for which you have been created for. Is this? I believe that's true. I believe that. Here's all the little bits, little words. We can make a saying. Kiss the frog, perfection. Oh, these are fun. Oh, these are so fun. Letters, heartfelt, random words and letters. I can use some of these letters in my hunt book because that's what I'm numbering the pages with. She sent me a pretty dahlia. This is a dahlia flower. I think that's what they're called, dahlias. So that's nice. And you know, you can get seed magazines for free catalogs and use the pictures in your art. So you can get a free flower seed catalog if you just go online and request it. You have to find a seed company, and there's a bunch of them. Here's some. Uh, oh wow! This is a flower, but it's makeup. That's blush, a cake of blush, cake flour or a cake powder from makeup, and they made it into an art flower. Isn't that cool? That's very creative. That's an advertisement for some makeup and an earring. See, these are fun. The earrings and jewelry are fun to use in your art. And I like to use the rings for crowns and the watches. And this is an autumn moonlight. That's pretty. Some more earrings and some more jewelry. And this is it looks like a drop. Some more letters and words. Oh, this is a diamond ring. This is a diamond ring out of a magazine. I'm getting to the good stuff. It's at the bottom. I'm saving the best for last. She made me a butterfly. It looks like it came out of wallpaper or leather. It's nice and thick. And there's a bee. It looks like a bee of some sort. Something out of a kid's book. That's fun. That's fun. Here's some abstract. This looks like the mountains that I was making the other day, but it's an abstract picture. That's cool. That could be. I don't know if that's monotone or if there's a name for that or not. And there's another piece of art that you can definitely abstract, and you can just imagine what you see in that. There's another word. There's a fish with teeth, a fish, a shell, and then a little star design. Lots of fun here. There's another fish, another piece of magazine, a photograph, and a potter. And I have watched videos where there was a guy that made brooms, and you can watch it on YouTube. It's very interesting how they make brooms and how they do it. They get the straw from the fields, and they harvest the straws, and they bind them up until they get dry. And this is a particular straw for the yellow brooms. And then they bind them, and then they show you how they make them. They show you how to make the actual broom. And of course, there's pottery shows, and I've demonstrated pottery a little bit, and that's what I like to do. And I am so ready to be out there, but I haven't been out there yet. Been too busy with other things. Hi, Renee. Hello, everybody coming in. This is Jasper's mail. And here's a piece of painty paper that she made. And this is homemade paper. I think she made homemade paper on her stream one day. I saw a little bit of it. It's looks like a paper towel, but I bet you anything, there's some homemade paper on that. And ready or not, here's the finale. Here she is. Oh, Queen Jasper. Look at her. Oh, this is a paper doll made out of paper materials. This is Lucy for Beth from Jasper for the paper doll swap. Isn't she adorable? Oh my heavens.
I
Look
love
at
that
her.
hair. Look
Look
at
at
that. She hand
her.
braided that.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. She's the prettiest one I think I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty cute ones, but this one is
You
definitely
think
one
she
on
hand
my.
braided it?
She braided this, yes, and tied it with a bow at the bottom. But it drapes from here all the way on the top of her head and then back down. It's like one piece of threads, and then she's got this other this piece here that it's some kind of a trim in your upholstery trimmings or things or tassels, and she's got these little spit curls. Look at these little curls.
Oh my gosh, she's so
Lucy is
cute.
precious. Oh my gosh, and her crown. She's got a tiara on, girls. Hi, Nightmare. Isn't and her dress. Look at her dress. And she's put little pom pom ruffle trim. Is and this is like corduroy or something. It's so cute. And then the heart and her shoes. Look at her little Mary Jane shoes. And look at her little lace socks. Her little sockies. Oh my gosh. So adorable. So this is one way to make a paper doll. This is one way. And she's going to go in the paper doll book. So I'm going to put this in the I got to put Jasper's name on some of it before I lose it. So I'll just write her name go down the list to some of these. So I can remember where it came from. Okay. I got the majority of it, and that's the main thing. That's the main thing. So this way, this will go into my Happy Mail book in a pocket. And I've got some pockets in here. I've got a brand new pocket right here. Haven't used it yet. Came off of somebody's envelope. So this will go in there. And this envelope came from some Happy Mail. And I folded it down. It's Sherry Vann's Happy Mail. So there's that. Oh, that is so cute. That's wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to put this over to the side so it won't get messed up. And I'm going to get the doll book out and show you what I've been doing with it. Since since we're getting some dolls in, we got to start working on the doll book to get it completed. So I've got some. She's going to go in there somewhere. Uh, these papers here, I'm going to be using some of them and make a pocket. And I'm going to fold them down halfway like that. And I will glue them down. I'm going to glue them to each other. 2 or 3 sheets. And that way it'll be a stronger pocket. And then this is going to be the pocket. And I have lots of red paper to put in on the pages to make it pretty. And yesterday I got to go out and about in the world, and I'm what?
You made it sound like, hey, I got out.
I got out. I don't get out very often. But Joe took me on a trip. We had to drive 40 miles. So it was a
Whoa.
40-mile trip. But I got to pick up some paper, red paper.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
show
you
you
were
a picture.
telling me about that.
You not gonna believe this. All this paper that I got. This is the paper that I got. Now this is cardstock, and this is poster board size. So it's probably 36 inches long, and it's like a sheet of paper wide. And I think I can get 4 sheets of paper out of 1 sheet of cardstock size. I can cut them, and I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to have so much red paper to play with. It's going to be sickening. And so I got the red paper, and the girl had it in a marketplace, and well, she said to a good home. She said, "I'd like to give this away to a good home because she wasn't charging me for it." And I said, "Do you realize you have at least $50 worth of paper here?" And she goes, "I know." She said, "But it was given to her from a friend who was doing some artwork, and they had a shop, and she had a shop. She has a gift shop, and she lives in Flagler Beach. And this is Flagler Beach right here."
Oh, I know where that is.
And there's a lady sitting in a chair, and right behind her is her little baby. You see that little baby?
Uh-huh.
She's waving at me.
Oh.
I waved back. I waved back, and then she waved. And then I threw her a kiss, but she didn't throw me a kiss back. But I don't know. I bet she knew what it was. and she was so cute, and her mom was sitting there, and her mom turned around, and her mom was saying, "Okay, pick a hand," and she'd pick a hand, and then she'd open up and there wasn't anything there, and then she would go like this, and she goes, "Pick a hand," and then the little girl would pick the other side, which was this one again, and she would open it up and there was still nothing there, but she was looking for whatever she had in her hand. It was such a I saw her do that. It was so cute. But anyway,
Oh.
there's the surfers. Here's the surf. And you see all these little seals out there? Those are surfer dudes. They're surfing the waves. The waves were real big. Did you see it?
Oh my gosh.
There
Yeah.
they go. And there was 21 of them. I counted them twice.
Oh, out there surfing?
Yeah, there was 21 of them out there in their little black suits and their surfboards. And it was cool. It was nice. It was only like 65 yesterday, but 70, but I'm sure the water was cool because they all had on wetsuits except for one man. One young kid didn't have his wetsuit on. He was fresh. He was new. But there's the pier, and the sand up there is orange, and it's brought in, and it's a shell sand. It's very coarse, and they dredge it from the ocean and throw it back up on the land. They get these big boats, and they suck it up from the bottom of the ocean, and then they spit it back up on the land, and then they bulldoze it down. But the beaches are narrow up there. We're at Flagler Beach because it's washed out so much. But
Yeah.
they keep fighting to keep it by bringing the sand back in. And
When
they do that every other year. I think they bring in more sand.
when
So
I was living in Boynton Beach down there, they would have big machines that would run some of the beaches down there.
yeah, yeah. And the sand is orange. It's an orangey shelly, and it's real soft. It's not like the New Smyrna Beach or
Oh, I've
Daytona.
never been on that beach. I just know where it's at. I've
Yeah.
only been over
And
on.
I got this little bird. I got the bird,
Oh, oh, that
the
is
seagull. I got
really.
the little seagull. So we got to paint him. We're gonna have to paint him.
I think I might be able to paint that fast.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And this
simple,
is
right?
fun. This would be fun to paint.
Okay. I got to go and wash my stencil because I got to use it again.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna mute me and check my dinner, and I'll be right back, guys. You can make
Okay,
me little if
sweetie.
you want, Beth.
I'll be right here. I'm still playing. So anyway, that's what I got to do yesterday, and I got all that red paper. So it's going to go fine. It's going to go real good with uh my my doll book. So I will be making some more pages, and I got this halfway one done, and I have to glue it down. I'm going to put another piece of paper back here. And since I got the red paper, would you go get me a piece of the red paper or two pieces of it? I can show them what it looks like. But I've got some pockets over here already, and I'm going to make myself big while she's gone. Hope I don't forget when she comes back. But we'll see. I can hear her. So I've got these are some of the dolls that I've already made, and I printed this one out. I'm going to be making her up, and she's got a front and a back. And I made this little girl online with you guys. You watched me make her, and they all got some of them got keys, and some of them got dolls in their hands. They got their own little doll babies. Thank you, Joe. And wow, it's super thick. It's super thick and super red. So I will be cutting these, and I can get 3 or 4 sheets of papers out of one strip, and I'll figure a way how to cut it to make it match a piece of paper like this size. I can get at least cut it this size and get them uniformed, and that way I can get them in my shelves, and I can get them on a shelf to store. So I've got what 3 or 4 inches thick, Joe. How many inches did I get? Thick? Yeah, about 4 inches.
No, it's a thick.
Bigger?
Yeah, it's probably 6.
6 inches worth. I got a lot of paper, and it's super thick, and I can cut it down probably 12 by 12, maybe even, or something close to it. So anyway, I'm having, and if it wasn't so expensive to mail, I swear I would mail some to you guys, but I can't mail it out. I don't think I can mail it out.
At least 5 inches thick.
5 inches thick. Oh my gosh.
Hi,
But
Joe.
Beautiful.
so so
Hi,
it
Teresa.
that was Sharon.
Oh, Sharon.
Yeah,
She's got me. I'm in timeout.
there she is.
Oh, she let me out.
I let her out.
Hi, Janet.
So
Hi, Debbie.
Joe's in the house. Everybody's talked to Joe.
Oh, yeah.
So we got plenty of Valentine's paper,
Sister Cheryl.
Valentine's and Christmas.
Hi.
We've got to think of whatever we can make up to make with red paper. We've got the paper to make with. So we've got to.
Almost cardboard.
It is. This is very thick. This is thicker than cardstock right
Yeah,
here.
it's thicker than that cardstock we got.
It's like stuff that you would do framing with, and I don't. She got it from somebody that did a lot of graphic art, and so I'm going to make this like I think Teresa wanted me to do this the other day, and I'm putting glue at the bottom, and I'm going to sandwich it between 2 pieces, and I'll be making a, a tuck spot. A tuck spot right here. There it is. And we could doodle on it, make some
It's
folders.
2 times thicker than the.
We can make a list
regular
on what we can
cheap
do with the
stuff.
red paper. We'll make a list. So anyway, I've got this here for a tuck spot, and I'm going to put Jasper's
Hello, Jazzy.
doll in here. Look at this.
Hello.
Look at the doll baby, Joe.
Uh-huh.
Look.
Who
Look
made
over
that?
here, Jasper. Look over here.
Oh, that is precious.
Isn't that precious?
Mm-hmm.
The camera doesn't do it justice.
Did you use the word precious first?
No, I didn't.
We used it at the same time?
We did.
Well, isn't that precious?
I said, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
She is. She looks better without being on the board, though. I mean, on the.
Sharon wants you to know, Sharon R says, I want you to know that I am one of 3 Sharons in the chat.
We have a lot of Sharon.
We've got 3 Sharons in the room. Woohoo! 3 Sharons. Oh, we got 2
Sorry.
and everybody else is a one of a kind. Hi, Brittany. So that's our doll book.
Hi, Brittany. Hello, hello.
So I'm going to put it over to the side. And I've got her ACT here. And I'm going to put it up here on my desk so I can have it. I might be able to use it for something. And I do have an ACT binder in the closet, but I'm not going to get it out right now. I'm just going to put her card right over here on my
Angela
table.
Lovedale. Hello, hello. How are
And
you?
this didn't get put
I see
in
you now.
the
Hello,
Happy
hello.
Mail book, so it's going to stay here on my desk. This is the moment for which you have been created for, right here. And this is my painting paper that I've been working on tonight.
There's
And
Brittany.
Sharon's working on hers. And we're eventually going to be cutting them up for ACTs.
Right, that's what we're doing, Nightmare. We're I'm
And Janet Nash probably drifted off to sleep quietly. And we'll let her sleep. We'll try to be quiet. I'll try. Hopefully, she's got me turned down a little bit. Angela's lost her mail. I don't know what to say, Angela. Angela, unless I opened it a week, 2 weeks ago. If it was 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. Don't remember a thing since then. I'd have to go back and watch every single video, Angela. But anyway, this is how you cut out all of the cards and get 10 cards versus 9 cards. This is how you would rearrange the cards on a piece of paper if you wanted an extra card. And if you don't can't figure it out, this is how you figure it out. You get 6, you got 3 and 3 and 3. That makes 9. But if you turn this one this away, you can get an extra card. An extra card, and that would be an extra ACT card. Yay! So this is better than the 9. But you can still do it 9 if that's the way you want to do it. But this is, and I mark them on the back of my page, paint the other side, and then when I want to cut them up for ACTs, I've got the pattern. And you can copy it and then print it out on a bunch of pieces of paper, and that way every time you did it, they're already there. You don't have to keep making them. But that's just what I do.
Can you show me a brown vintage
You
flower pattern?
you need to give Abby a little something to eat.
She's got that. I just put it out.
Well, Nora's eating it now. If you just put it out, you have to watch her. Okay, please. She's crying, or she wants to be walked out. I'm not sure.
These are your glasses.
I've got them on. They might be my old ones.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Abby.
Um. So, what else was I going to tell you? Sharon is doing some mark making now. I see some stenciling. And I can use this for a pocket because uh, she put the owl. This is Jasper's owl. So I'm going to make this into a pocket too. So I'm going to get my crafty scissors out and make another pocket for my doll book or my Happy Mail book. So isn't that cute? It's like tissue paper or napkin. It must be a napkin. Love it. So there's my new pocket. And I'll put that in my Happy Mail book after I put her name on there. So thank you, Jasper. I cannot thank you enough for all of these beautiful little things you've sent me. So let's put Jasper's pocket in. And I'll put it on this page. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the inside of it, just down along the seam so that it'll go over on both sides. of the page, just like that, and it'll go over on both sides of the page, and that'll hold it on there. And then I could take her Happy Mail, which is all of this, and I could put it in her envelope. So that was Jasper's. That's cool, guys. So I love my new uh, Happy Mail book. This was Pixie's. This was all of Pixie's things, and I could put it in here. And we will be in March. I will be going in here and getting this. Um, we'll get some St. Patty's Day stuff out, and I'll be using that for St. Patty's Day page. But she gave me some ribbon and some stickers, and I loved her little drawing on the envelope. This was and some paper and some more stickers. I used some of her mail already, so I'm going to put this in the pocket too, because I like the little doily, the doodling flowers. So that was Pixie's. I better put her name on some of it. I don't know what that was. Oh, piece of green paper. Piece of green paper, and we're going to put the gnomes on that green paper and make some kind of a St. Patty's Day thing. I've got some St. Patty's Day things over there. There's Pixie's name and her little angel. Love it. I will try to. I'm going to try to do better this year. My goal is to do much better this year than ever. I have happy mail from all kinds of people from all over for the past 5 years. And do you know in March will be 5 years, my 5 year anniversary. It will be 5 years that I've been in on Facebook. And see, somebody sent me these little pieces of fabric, and I was supposed to put them. I think they were just in some Happy Mail. And at one time, I was using pieces like that on my old quilt. I have an old quilt that I was kind of redoing, and I quit sewing. This was Janet Nash's, so I could do the same thing with her envelope and this envelope too. This was from Janet Burgess. So somebody sent me that. This was some junk mail, and then these were some labels that I'm just going to stick in the front of the book that I used right here. So that's good. We're just putting Happy Mail in here. This was from Sharon. See, Sharon, I've got your card. She's got me muted. She's muted. She'll come back here in a minute.
Okay, so there I am.
I got your card. Remember? See, I got it in my Happy Mail book.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what these are going to look like when they're cut up. They're going to be pretty good.
Yeah, you did a great job on this. I love it. And yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Very, very nice. So this was from Janet Burgess. So you see, I'm not going to remember where everything comes from, but if I put it in the book, I know it came from you guys. And I'm going to use this here for a pocket. Let's see if I can't get a pocket out of it. I'm just going to cut only this side. So this will be a pocket. And I'll just glue two sides down. This was a good good day, Sharon, for me because I can catch up on some things.
Well, I won't be able to procrastinate though when it comes time for ATCs because I got the background. They're just like,
No,
I'm
this is
glad you're catching up, and
Sharon.
I'm having fun doing this. It doesn't feel as weird as I thought it was going to feel.
Good.
Just getting back on and jumping in and doing it. So thank you guys all so much. I really appreciate that.
Be sure and subscribe to Sharon here so that you'll get a notification.
And
Do you have any ideas about what when you're going to start streaming or what you think you might want to start doing when you stream? You have any little sort of goals, kind of?
um, mostly, I'm just going to keep working on what I've been. I'll kind of show you. Let,
Okay,
let me just kind of show. Let me find my little journal
I'll,
book and.
I'll make you big
Oh,
so you
what
can
do I
show
do?
off. If you want to do a little flip through, that would be
I
nice.
can kind of show what I've been doing for a while.
Okay, there's I'm gonna let Sharon have the floor.
Putting it on the floor. Okay, so I just do. Let me bring this down. Okay.
Are you back in your old craft room?
I am. I'm all
Oh,
set
good,
up.
good.
So stuff like this, okay. This was a little thing I made, and it was supposed to have like some um, journal pages put in it, and it had like this pocket. Uh, but then, I mean, I don't know what else to do except kind of show you what I do. These were some things I did back when I was streaming. I got into doing folders, and
Okay.
if you kind of follow along with the stuff I post, I get I'll get started and I'll do like one folder and I'll go, okay, well then I'll do 500 folders because it's just I can't just do one or two of anything. Uh,
Right.
oh wait a minute, this one's upside down, I guess. Uh, but it basically it's just I love doing a lot of paperwork and trying to blend papers, and I don't know what happened here. This must have been something for the scavenger hunt because I don't work in bright colors.
I
So
love it. I love those feathers.
oh these that's a stencil that I have, and I use that thing a bazillion times. Uh, and it's about trash. um, so just little pages of stuff. Like I went through the cloth stage where I had to I cut up tons and tons of sheets, and then cotton sheets, and then I
Yeah.
jelly plated and painted on the sheets,
Oh,
and
wow.
then made like all these little um, cloth covers that I have
Uh-huh.
stored back to use. See,
That's that's awesome for a book cover.
I know. And these right here, I mean, all of these, Beth, I use that little bitty, what do you call it? That 2-inch die cut machine.
Okay.
That's how I get all those. And then here is the new one. This is my new one that I started this year. It doesn't have much in it, but
Go a little slower because there is a delay, just a
oh, okay.
delay, and it'll match. It'll check. It'll catch up with your voice that way.
So
That's beautiful,
this is
and
the front. Oh,
and I
thank
love
you,
that
Beth.
binding you've got there.
Thank you. Um, and then this is the inside. I'm trying to find someplace to park this stuff. There we go. And then that's just the inside cover. Um, I don't know. When I'm sitting here, I just do stuff. This was a
Yeah,
this was a practice page um, of using
that's my favorite right there.
these
Love all that blue.
these cream paste things. So I was just using all this pasty stuff, and then I used all different kinds of pencils and paints, trying to see what you could do with it once you got it down. So that was
That's
that.
cute.
Um, anyway, there's not really anything else in that one. Um, okay, this is the one that I started last year, and uh, like this has got a page ready to do something with, but not yet. This was one I did when I was at Teresa's, and I never got to finish it, but I have all the napkins that go with it.
Oh,
And then I started to put Happy Mail that I get, and so like this was from um, Brittany Langer,
yeah.
and then like this little page here, that was from Dusty, and I just loved what they sent because it was strange how it all just kind of went together. It just blended, and so uh, this um, this one here I started, and oh my gosh, I can't remember who that came from. Jasper. I think that yeah, Jasper was my other partner, right? Yeah. And so she sent me a bunch of orange and stuff like that. So that's what I'm putting there.
Okay.
The circle thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with that page. It's just circles. And I found a bunch of these old dolls that somebody had fussy cut.
Oh, okay. Those
So,
are cool. Yeah,
and then I think you
I
guys
like
see this
that.
one. This page here, I had fun doing this. There was just so much trying to find all the different purples and pinks, and so I actually made these backgrounds up here and behind here. I made the background to go with
Those are
the page.
pretty. Yeah.
And this is a great die cut. I love this die cut. I use it all the time with that hummingbird.
Oh, that round one. Oh, that is beautiful.
I know, I
Yeah.
love that die cut. And I don't know what I was thinking here, but I wasn't. I'm not an orange person, so I just kept trying to force it and force it, and I just stopped. I said, never mind. And then I went back over here and said, okay, I'm thinking I like the circle thing better again. So this was fun. Just trying
Oh,
to make all kinds of little doodly things. I think that's all that's in that one. So I'm hoping I get that one finished. This one here I worked on, and I did actually get this one finished, and so that was pretty cool. This was like in the very beginning. Thank you guys so much. And this was like the very beginning of when I started doing pages, or um, I don't know if this is considered glue book or if it's considered.
well, yeah. It's a glue book. It's an everything book.
Yeah, it's kind of a
I mean,
glue
it's
book.
all mixed media.
Yeah, it's just a journal of
Odds
paper.
and ends.
I
Yeah,
call it the journal with paper glue. It's
it
just
is. It is.
um,
Uh-huh.
so. Anyway, so when I first started doing pages, this was kind of that was from Sandra, And I have this stamp, but I can't find it right now, of this lady.
Oh,
I
she's
just looked,
cute.
and I used it once and then lost it. And this
Oh,
is all embossing. Uh,
oh,
so I don't even remember, but I remember a bunch of people being in the stream when we did this page, and somebody said it looks like a pack of aliens, and he had like a little rat thing down here.
oh my gosh.
I was just drawing around the colors. So, and then this was where I was practicing with that. What do you call that thing? Doohickey, where you melt the wax.
Oh, the boutique.
Yeah, for on the back of your letters.
Oh, the stamps.
Yeah,
The seals.
seal. Yeah, I was practicing messing with the seal. Um, and then I don't, not really sure what that was. But okay, and then so these are all from this year here that I worked on.
Okay.
Uh,
Very nice pages.
well, I started getting better after 5 years.
Well, see, I'm getting ready to start my fifth year, so
I
maybe
mean,
that's what I'm going through.
listen, Beth, I've been going through like little, like just boxes and all kinds of stuff. And um, I'm finding things I did, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I actually send that out to someone thinking that it was really good? I mean, like chunks of like a ATC card maybe I made or something, and like,
Yeah.
whoa. So this, I mean, I do a lot of texture. I don't know if this will, it might, uh, but I use a lot of texture when when I do pages. Everything is like up and off the page. It's like,
I love it. I love all the texture.
uh,
I think it's wonderful.
so it's just and like when I sit down to do a page, if I find like 4 or 5 colors and I think, okay, that's gonna work, then I'll spend I'll spend a little bit of time and gather some colors um, that I think are gonna work. Like this one
Okay.
here, that's just washi tape because it went with it. I thought, oh, that washi tape goes with it.
See, that's inspiration
Yeah,
there.
and then I put in like these little dots around it, to
Doodle. Yeah. Yeah. Punch out. Uh huh.
and this is like my favorite stencil is that feather. I love
I
it.
love that feather.
Yeah. And this I did a double page, and I love this because I found like this little wood gate. What do you call that? Balsa wood or whatever
Yeah. Chipboard.
chipboard. Yeah. Um. So yeah, this one was kind of like just napkins, and I just have like this box, and it just has all kinds of different. Like I found this piece of paper ripped off of something, and I don't know,
Do it in the box.
threw it in a box, and so that's how a lot of these pages got started. Um,
Um, I can remember one of the girls I used to watch before I started streaming, and I haven't watched her for a long time, and I can't remember the name of it. It might be Let's Make a Mess. It might not be. But anyway, this girl, she streamed and she had a garbage bag full of bits and bobs. And just like you said, your box, it was anything left over went into the bag. It was all clean, but it was all in a big, giant black garbage bag.
yeah,
And she would go and pick something out of the garbage bag and pull it out and create around it. And I always admired her for that. I've never done the garbage bag one, but I have. created boxes. I've got several boxes of leftover papers and that I haven't thrown out yet.
That's where I find like all, I found like this stuff here is great. This, I don't know what it is. It came off a sari or something, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Uh, so it's just, and then I had I went through the green period. Okay, it started here and then it didn't stop because I thought that's not green enough. That's not green enough. And I thought, well, that's kind of muted. And then I went all out and said, okay, this will work. You could really see how green this is. The camera's not doing it justice at
Oh,
all. It is lime green.
lime.
Yeah, all of this is just really bright green. And I use a lot of them, like that's the dye or the mask after I cut the dye out. That's how I get that. Right.
Okay.
And then here's like my favorite, my favorite die cut again, this little thing, little bird,
Cute.
hummingbird.
Yeah, I love that. That is so cute. When we do our die cuts, uh, in a after we whenever it's time to start our die cuts, that would be a good one to put in your envelope for when you trade.
Oh, I will. I'm going to cut a bunch of those out. And I don't know if they'll fit in the envelope without folding them. So
Right.
I may have to,
Well, one fold would be allowed. You
I
can
may
do
have
one
to
little fold.
fold. Okay, wait a minute.
It'll be
I
all
may
right.
have to fold it a little bit here, but it fits back together lovely because
Yeah.
I've broken it many times and
Yeah.
just
And yeah, you can
and
do
squish
it.
it. It just squishes right back together.
You can do it. Yeah, it'll work out.
And
That
then,
is cool.
yeah, I kind of like this one for some reason. It turned out really pretty. The oranges and blues and purples kind of just melded. And here's where I try to be Beth, and this was one night when she was doing something and I worked this background and I thought, I'm gonna try and draw flowers. And then I stopped. It's like
They are nice though. They are. They're whimsical. They are okay.
not so much.
Yeah, they're okay.
And then we had days of purples and blues again. And I'm all about the what are those colors called? Jewel tones.
Jewel tones, okay.
And then this was my last page on here. And I just love this paper and I don't have any more of it. I barely made it around the edge of the page. It was such a cool paper.
Well,
So, anyway, sometimes my stuff really, it turns out really exceptional. And then other times I wouldn't show it to anyone. Here's the book cover. I just made this book cover.
that's cute.
Uh,
Yeah.
and it's going to I'm going to put signatures in it, but it's going to be like, uh, I'm going to use the rubber band method or the hair tie method
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and just run it around it so you can take it out. What do you call those?
Rubber
Where,
band
no,
binding
where you put a bunch of papers and stuff. And
signatures.
huh?
Signatures.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Signatures?
Yeah. But I'm going to put like a whole bunch of different painty papers and all that in there and then give it to
Like
somebody.
a flow book. Yeah.
Flow book. Yeah. So anyway, that was that. And I don't know. Oh, I know one more thing I want to show you guys because this was fun when I did this. At the beginning of January, when everybody was picking a project to do, so I decided that I was going to do a calendar. So, anyway, this wasn't going in the calendar. that's somebody wanted that, and I don't remember who it was. But these were the pictures that kind of go up here, and then I don't know where to put the calendar pages now. But I'm going to hook them all together now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
these
put the
were.
numbers on the bottom.
Mhm.
Put the numbers on the bottom page.
Yeah, so it'd be like, that's going to be the top page.
Yeah.
When
And
you
then that's
open
going to
it,
be
this
January.
will be the month down here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it generic. Um, oh, Jazzy. Thanks, Jazzy. Thanks, Teresa Flowbook. That's what I was thinking. But so anyway, I don't know what months are going to be what yet.
Teresa got it. Flow book.
Yeah, Flowbook.
Thank you, guys.
And this I put on. Um,
Cheryl's using enjoying a magazine glue book. That's good. That's good.
uh, so it's
Mixed media collage book. Yeah.
and I don't know how I ended up with this lady on here off to the side.
Can you see her? I can see her.
Can you see her?
Yeah, I can see her profile.
Yep.
I love it. She's talking to the birds and the butterflies.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out. That's just not
Now,
me.
if you take the corner of her mouth on her cheek and just put one little tiny curvature upward, it'll look like she's grinning. Just a little up on the corner of her mouth on her left cheek. Yeah, and go up just a tad on with a pen. She will look like she's smiling. I love that. That's cute.
This paper is really pretty. It's real shiny. Uh, Lisa sent it to me,
Oh, okay.
and it's just. But see, you can
The
kind of
rest
see
of it.
it.
Yeah, it's got shiny on it. Yeah.
So,
Very nice.
so these were just. That's like that was what do you call it? Embossing. I do a lot of embossing.
Okay.
I like it. And then that was like the last one. But anyway, now that kind of gives you an idea of what I do. But I do make, when I am arting, I make a lot of mail to send out and stuff. And so here's like, I just finished making these tags.
Okay, those are cute.
And so these will get mailed out to someone. Uh, these little cards here.
Yeah.
Uh, let me see. Show you the inside. But those are, those will get ready and be sent out. And they all have little scriptures
Oh,
in the box.
okay.
So, and then here's this one. Thank you guys so much. Believe me, my art has come a long way.
Well,
Oh,
we're glad you're coming back to us and getting back in the community. That's great.
and this is done with texture paste. I don't know if you can tell that it's
It's textury.
yeah, I don't know if you can tell how deep it really is, but then
No, it's one of those things you have to witness in firsthand. I see.
yeah, but I loved making this one. This was fun.
Do you sort of have an idea of maybe when you're going to start streaming and maybe what day and time? Do you have a thought on
Uh,
a day and a time?
yeah, soon.
Soon. Okay. You don't want to make a commitment to a day or a time.
Not yet, but I'm
Okay.
getting closer, really close. Beth.
That's okay.
So anyway, I just made this one, and I love how this one turned out. The shininess in between and all the colors, and that too is
Is that like a chevron? Is that what they call chevron?
I just call it the pointy things that look like a building. Well,
That is beautiful. I love the color and the gold on that. That is
yeah,
beautiful.
and it came out nice because it got really the texture paste. I got it all to stay the right thickness all the way across. So anyway, and then these were just some birdie backgrounds. I
Oh,
did
I
really
love the
like this.
birdies.
Um,
Yeah.
to
I think everybody likes birdies. Hi, Melissa.
Oh, there's no doubt. But anyway, guys, that's what I do. I just make all these backgrounds, cut them
Okay.
up, and I make cards. And I have fun. I just have as much fun making them as I do like making the backgrounds and then deciding what all I'm going to put on them. Uh,
That's wonderful. That is wonderful, Sharon. I love that gold on there. Now, here's my painting paper that I've got so far. And I splattered some white on it. And I doodled some hearts and some squares. So it's a nice little background. So when I cut these up into cards, they're going to be they'll have a little bit of something on each card. And then I can put a word and maybe a little focal point, like a picture or a sticker, or I'll put something on each card. After this dries, I'll cut them apart. But I'm going to let it dry real good. It's still wet, and I'm I think I'm going to quit right there on that. Uh,
I like it. I think I'm going to quit. I'm going to put some white. I want to put a little bit of white on there. Um,
and
and
then by the time I put something on the actual ACT card, that this will be pushed into the background. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to say it's done.
I'm cleaning up.
Oh, I have a gold pen. I can use a gold pen on it,
You have to
but I'm
excuse me,
going to wait
Beth.
till that dries.
I'm cleaning up. So
Okay. Well,
I,
the next thing, Melissa's here, and Melissa, have you gotten your book yet, or is it not going to be here till next week? I think it's not going to be here till next week. Yeah, ACT coins are fun. We have traded ACT coins. We're going to do ACTs first, the regular cards, after the die cuts. Got it on my schedule. Hi, Kim. I've been talking about you. Have your ears been itching? Have they been tickling? Kim bits. We like our little Kim bits. She has Kim bits. All of her
oh,
little
hi,
leftovers.
Kim.
All of the leftovers go to the Kim bits box.
If somebody said hi and I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Or if you said you liked my art, thank you.
Yes.
Because I can't see the
And
chat.
and thank you so much for showing it to us. I enjoyed your flip throughs and I love your style. It's very, very nice. And you're back in it like a glove. You fit like a glove, girl.
Thank you, Beth. Well, I am a grunge. I mean, if you had to ask, I mean, I do a lot of grungy stuff, or I don't know if it's really grunge, but
Well, that's just a Victorian junk journal style,
yeah,
right?
but I just like jewel tone colors. Unless I very rarely get pinks and oranges are just not my thing. But I force myself to
Yeah.
use pink, green, and orange every now and then. You
Well,
see
I
how
think it's also seasonal stuff. I go with seasons.
well look, you can see I this had like some really nice orange in it and I managed to cover almost all of it up. I don't know why. Thank you very much, Jen. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna let this
Okay.
dry. Beth, you can make you big for a minute. I'm gonna run
O-
downstairs
Okay.
and
We're
I'm gonna mute and then I'll when I get back I'll just let you know.
I need a page number for the 365 book. If
Oh,
anybody would like to give me a number, Kim, would you like to give me a page number? Anywhere between 1 and 365. And she's gone downstairs. So I need a page number from the audience. 48. Thank you, Kim.
we haven't done 48 yet. Are you sure?
48. Have we done 48?
Nope.
Nope, not
148.
yet. Oh, look, it's going to be a list. I wanted to do a list.
Oh,
Let's see
great.
what it says.
I'm so far behind because a lot of that asks you to
Oh,
freehand draw something, and I can't.
I
I mean,
found my other list. I knew it was in the front of a book. So the first thing I have to do is go to the front of the book and mark 48 off of the list. That's my rule number one in this book. I have to go to the front first. I'm going to put a paper clip on this. Maybe that'll help me remember to do this. Thank you guys for all the page numbers. So I'm going to get my orange thing and I'm going to highlight 48. And when Melissa gets her book, we'll have to tell her all of the numbers that we have done. And we will, Melissa. We'll tell you all of the ones to catch up on. And maybe I can do a flip through at that time. But she said, I think Thursday, she's going to get her book on Thursday. And I've switched over to orange highlighters. Okay. I think I got everybody there. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 so far. So they're fun. And I love to go back and look at the ones we've finished. And I've forgotten all about the leaves. Cheryl's making a list. Making a list. Okay. This one says, I'm going to go ahead and make myself big since she went downstairs to check on dinner. Let's see here. Give me a second. There we go. And it says, feeling confident is an important step towards feeling good about your art. But sometimes it doesn't come easily. Fill this page with positive sentences, mantras, or words about your art and creativity. You can always refer back to this page when you feel you need a reminder. So these are positive thoughts about our art. And the samples are, I have started a creative journey in this book. I am a creative person. A tip, this might take you out of your comfort zone, but try it. So we're making a list and we can write down anything we want about being positive sentences, mandrias, words about your art and creativity. I'll underline those main things. And I just saw something, and I can't remember where I saw it at, but it said, I'm worthy. It had positive words about yourself. And one of them is, I was worthy. I am worthy of my art. So what would you say anything about your art? Um, you got it from Walmart. Okay, Melissa, that's good. That's a good thing. A lot of people did. Um, so what are some positive things? Maybe they're about me. Maybe they're about yourself. Uh, Anything positive about about our art. I'm going to say art is fun. Art is fun. Cheryl says, I am darling or daring. Is that daring? There's no L. Daring. You're daring yourself. Uh-huh. It lets me free my inner child. I like that. It does. It lets me free my inner child. Can you send me an invite to the group? Okay, Melissa. Art is fun to do. There you go. Art is fun to do. I'll add to do on that. It's my art and no one else has to like it.
Okay, Beth, I'm back if you want to let me back in, or you might be tired of looking at my ugly
No,
art.
I'm not tired of you. No, 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 no. Oh, shoot. Exit out of that. Let's get you back in here just a second. It takes me a second to get my. I have a cordless mouse over here, and it's finicky. I have to move it way over out of the way so I don't touch it again because
Brenda,
I knocked myself out.
If I'm telling you right now, Brenda, if I just stopped because of some of the horrific things I have made, uh, I made I made tags one time and put so much glue and Mod Podge, and this was before I knew anything about product. And I thought more was better. Well, by the time these people got these tags, okay, they were like stuck to the envelope. They were so horrible, and I thought, well, I did a really good job, but I learned because you know why? Instead of them telling me how how bad they were, what parts they did get off, they said they were really pretty, but in private they were like, how much product did you put on there? And I was able to laugh about it because I used like way too many clears and stuff on it. But nah, you shouldn't let people say anything to make you stop arting.
One of the things I started this year is an angel book. I don't know if you
Oh,
see,
Kel
and
is in the Beth Kel's in the ER.
and I've started this little angel book, and I started making drawing angels in it. Well, I also have a prayer list in this little book, so I'm going to put Kelly Ann on the prayer list,
Okay, duh.
and yes, you are on it, honey, and I will definitely got you on there, number one. And we will do this as soon as I'm finished with my list, my art list. I'm going to go to the prayer list, and we will tend to that and draw Kelly Ann an angel, and for sure. See, it's supposed to be the 10th, and I can't see the numbers anymore. So let's see if that everybody's in here rooting for you, Kelly Ann. February the 10th, right on the dot. And I'll dedicate my angel for you, Kelly Ann. I'll be making an angel here in just a minute, and I'm going to make you an angel. So we're going to do this in just a second. It's right here, and we'll finish this list, and then we'll go straight into the angels. So I am creative. I got out with the old and in with the bold. And art can be magical. And Teresa says, have you posted her in the group, in the angel? No, I have not yet. I haven't picked it out yet. But I will, Teresa, in just a minute. Beth, I've been down and feeling sad. Please put me in the prayer book. I will. I will. I can do that. And I'm just going to go straight into the angel book right now. I feel led to. We can work on our art later. Let's work on our prayer skills.
Okay.
We're just going to go straight into it because there's some things on our hearts. And thank you, Teresa, for that. Just keep remember those, and we're going to put Debbie in here, and we're just going to do prayers right now.
Beth, I'm just a standing pray for person, right? You just keep me in there.
Okay, we will, Sharon. We will. And there is no right or wrong, Sharon, when you decide to stream whatever time, whatever day. There is no right or wrong. Okay, you do what you feel is necessary, and if you want to do impromptus for a while, that's perfectly fine too. Everyone will, you'll see, we will start popping in on you when you come on. We will get a notification, and when we do, we're going to come right on in and sit down and have a cup of coffee with you. We'll fix this. We'll have a little cuppa with us with you. So, and art, and sit down and art for a little while. You don't realize how many girls and boys in the chat room. We thrive on our friends arting. We thrive on watching other people, and you will see you will bounce right back into it. I love that screen.
This is going to be great. You know what? And that's one thing I will tell you. If I think something's going to look good, I don't care. This is going to be good. When I get this cut up, I know it's going to look good. And I know I have a lot of different pieces of cut ups, uh, embellishments, I guess. I always say either doohickey, whatchamacallit, or whatever. So I know, and I have a really bad habit of doing it. But uh, but yeah, I think that this is going to be fun. I hope that a lot of people do ATCs because it's been a long time since I got any new ATCs. And I was just going through a box of mail, and you know how you were saying, Beth, you have all this backed up mail.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have ATCs from um, 4 or 5 years ago that have yet to be
exactly.
put in a book because I don't have an ATC book yet. I
Uh-huh.
just
Uh-huh.
started that one book and started putting Happy Mail. So I did put some stamping, some words on there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you end up with one of these cards,
Okay.
you'll be able to see the stamping. Let me see here if
Okay.
I'm trying to find a spot that will.
Well, when you decorate the final page, you can stamp that on a piece of white
Oh,
paper
here
and
it
glue
is.
it
It's
on,
upside down.
trim it out and glue it on. That would be fun.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know you can't see. There we go. There's the stamped words there. Uh,
Okay.
so anyway, I think it's going to be good. Now I'm not going to leave that bright white.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for it to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with some kind of, I don't know, ink, some kind of ink pad thing. Probably something like
Okay.
that color. Not. I'm not going to do it real dark though. I don't want to lose the brightness of it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call that puppy done. And once it dries here a little bit, I'm going to start cutting it up and see what each piece looks like, because that's the only way to tell is when you start cutting it. Oh, Teresa, I love watching your girls. That book, you really could make a coloring book out of those.
I know. I've been trying to get her to do that, but she hasn't done it yet. Does this look familiar, girls? Does this look familiar? Have I done this little girl?
Uh-uh. No, you
You are not an idiot, Teresa. No, 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 Teresa. No. You have got a unique characteristic of your girls. When you sketch your girls, you did this one.
she
Okay.
did do that one.
Sort of. I think I can probably show it to you.
When did you do that one? I mean, because I mean, even though I don't talk and chat all the time,
You
I'm
see a
usually
lot.
working on something in the background.
She's praying. Here, this is her.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's her.
I could probably do it again and do better, but yeah,
Oh, I think she looks adorable.
that's all right.
You
We
freehand, awesome.
we'll
Okay,
do it.
I'm gonna mute.
Oh, that's a pocket. Okay. Now let me double check here just a moment. I have a tendency to draw, and I see I did her. I did her. She is this one on the front. But I did her with a rainbow. There's another one with a rainbow. Now this one here is done with texture paste. Her dress is done with texture paste. So I can do her now. I'm going to do her. Okay. I'll take a fresh picture of her. That way when I go to Facebook to post her, it'll be right there. Tonight's angel. And her name's going to be Kelly Ann. And a picture of her. Okay, I posted her. So, all right. Now, let me get back to the prayer list. If anybody wants to tell me your prayers, I'm taking a list. I usually write everybody's name on here that's in the group. So I'm going to start with. I usually start at the bottom and work my way back up. So there's Jennifer. I got Sharon, and I've put me down here, and Joe, and I've got Cheryl, Brenda. Give me just a minute. I'll get you all down here. And Teresa. We're praying for all of us. And Jassy. And Angela. And Janet Burgess. And Melissa. No one is left out. We're going to put everybody's name on here. And Sharon Lombard. And we'll put Janet Nash. And we're going to put a big unspoken to cover everything that we don't say out loud. It's unspoken. It's included. This is including all your family and friends and life and everything going on around you. Cheryl said she's getting some tests done and she's looking at maybe some little bit of surgery. So we need to keep her in your prayers. Sharon Lombard just got out of the hospital, so we want her to have a wonderful recovery. Um, Lots and lots of different things. Everybody's got family that's been sick. Let's see, did I get Belinda? We got Belinda and Kim. I got Brenda, Teresa, Kellyanne, Brenda, Sharon. Uh, repeats. That's good. That's good. Uh, Barry was in here earlier, and Sharon R was in here. Was in here earlier. Nightmare, she's my new friend. Cindy was in here. Cindy Loves. Did I get Angela? Yes, I got Angela. I got Brenda. Brittany was in here. Brittany and the baby. And you keep entering the chat and it knocks me down. Okay, Pam is here. We're going to do Pam. And uh, Christy was here. Definitely put Christy on there. Margaret. Jassy got something in her hands. Oh, neuropathy. I have it in my feet too, Jassy. I know what you mean. It's very uncomfortable. Sherry Van, thank you. And I got Sharon. Okay. Okay. Yes, Jassy, we want to include your. Yeah, I got Nightmare. Thank you, Janet. I got Janet B and Janet N. And I think I got one, two, three Sharons. Got all three Sharons. I can count them. And anybody else that you can think of that's been here tonight? Let me run up here to see if I can catch somebody at the front, at the top. Renee was here. We'll put Renee in. And she has little Oliver, a son that is in need. And it keeps bouncing me back down to the bottom. Okay. That seems to be everybody. Oh, you want to add Aunt Beck? Okay, we can add Aunt Becky. Okay. You want to add Mary? Okay. We'll add Mary. I got Janet Nash. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start. angel now, and I've got a special little page for her. And I'll get my phone over here so I can see her. And if you would like to paint along, you're invited. I did post her in my Facebook group. If you're interested in sketching and drawing her a little bit, you're welcome. Sharon, you're welcome to join in.
Do what?
If you want to draw the angel, you can draw her too and paint her.
I could.
You could paper piece her. I'm going to do some. I want to do some. I could do. Do. Where did I?
Where's Teresa? Why she needs to come on and do
Oh,
it?
she's watching tonight. She wanted to watch, and I said no problem.
She should be on
And
here.
that's okay. That's all right. We can't all be up here.
I almost have these cut, Beth. I'm just
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go
I'm
for it.
so
That's fine. This would make a perfect background for this. Look at that. Isn't this is perfect. This is going to be my background.
that's going to be an edging on some kind of page or something.
And I'm going to cut it out a little bit. And I'm going to do a little wave.
Oh.
I like to do impromptu artwork. If that's a term where I do different things every time I do it. I don't always paint. Sometimes I do different types of mediums. I love this. This is some painting papers that I did, and I was on the back of some printing paper that I got out of a book. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's going down.
Okay, so Beth, I'm done with these. All I have to do is put the embellish. Well, I got to cut them down to size, but
Okay.
And just put stuffs on them, butterflies and words.
Those are cute as can be. I love that final uh, texture stuff that you did.
Well, by the time it gets, none of this thing is dry yet. I mean,
Right.
because I don't have the patience that most people do to wait for anything to finish. So, but these are going to make some fun cards, I think. This is going to make a great edging for something. I don't know, but I like the way it turned out.
Well, it's neat that we got to watch you make it and all of the bits and pieces.
Well,
We'll get to see what you do with them all.
yeah,
We'll
I'm going
see.
to start digging out a bunch of bits and pieces. Okay.
So this is my background for the angel.
Okay, ladies, I guess I'm going to get off of here and let Beth do her
Okay.
angel, and I'm going to have some dinner.
Thanks for coming on and enjoy your dinner. We will
Beth,
be
thank
here
you.
if you can get back in the chat room. The girls will be here. Yeah, she said. Someone said you can make Twinchies.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I need to make some of those too because I need to send some of those to Mariotier. Because we
Okay.
made some one time and I never got mine finished. But you're right; these would make great Twinchies.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab something to you guys, and then I'll just come back into the chat. Thank you all very much for liking my work and being so kind. And Beth, thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
Thank you for being the sweetheart that you are,
Aw.
and let me come on and see what it was going to be like again.
We're here. We're here for you, baby, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. And you'll be surprised how many one of us will be right in the chat room every time you come on. You'll see.
Well, I'm getting closer. Let's just put it that way. I'm getting closer. I just kind of been noticing. I'm trying to figure out what time, is going to
I
be good.
know.
So
I
I'm getting
understand.
closer because I'm watching. I've been watching every day, and uh, and now I have Becca's timeline of everyone who is.
Well, another thing, keep in mind, when I first started streaming, I said, well, I saw three slots opening that I liked. I liked Tuesdays and I liked the Thursday and I liked the Saturday. So I decided 5 years ago that I would try all three of them and then I would let one or two of them go when I decided which one I liked the best. And I still haven't decided.
Well, I don't
So
know.
I stream 3 times a week. So that might happen to you too.
Yeah, I don't know, but I am. I'm
Fine.
going to do
I'm just
something.
saying anything goes and anybody and they will and everybody will love it, whether you stream 1 time or 10 times. We would love it. We will love it. We'll be in the room for you.
I
You'll
may
see.
just try an impromptu because I'm up late. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm up late, and so I'm not in the early morning streamers chat rooms and stuff. Because sometimes I don't go to sleep until 2 or 3. Is that it, Beth?
This is the spackling that I'm going to use tonight.
Is that the stuff that you told me about?
It is.
Okay.
It's the same as texture paste.
Well,
It's
see,
just a cheaper form of it.
this stuff here is almost gone, and
Well, now you know where to go shopping.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, Teresa streams impromptu.
Teresa, why don't you come on and do an angel with her? All
Teresa,
right, ladies.
if you want to come in and do the angel with me,
All
whatever
right,
you want
guys,
to do.
I'm out.
Okay, okay. Sharon, have a good evening, honey. Thanks
Beth,
again.
do I just put remove from the stage?
Just exit out or hit the little X, the red
Oh,
X in the
the red
corner.
X leaves studio.
Yep. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. That was nice. I enjoyed that. I always enjoy you guys coming in and hanging out with me. Teresa's she wants to go and eat her dinner. Her dinner is ready, and she wants to go out. Wanted to go out. So this is spackle, and it's old, but it's fine. I'm going to mix it with some paint. Okay, Teresa, I will. Let me get Teresa. Okay, just a second. This takes me a second to get it to her. She's the first one that popped up. Okay, send. There we go. She's got the link, and we'll wait for her to come in. And I'll catch her over here. Get back in my little corner. And I've got a little plate over here that I'm going to put some spackle in. And I'm going to also put some paint in it. And we'll put some white paint in it. This is going to be her dress. Just a little bit of paint. There she is. Boy, she's fast. She is fast. She knows how to do it fast. Hi, Teresa.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good.
Good,
Having a good
good.
time
What
tonight.
angel are you painting?
That was a great time with Sharon. I really enjoyed her, and I'm glad she's getting
Yes.
back. And she's back home, and I'm happy about that. And she's had a tough couple of years. She's moved around a little bit,
Yeah,
as
she
you all
has.
well know. And we're happy to see her back home with her family, where she belongs. And I'm pretty sure that's where she belongs.
Yeah, it
But
is.
it's hard when you got things going on in your life. And speaking of things in our lives, I wanted to say something. Um, we've been doing all these trades, and sometimes, we don't always get back what we've sent out when we send out our trades. And I don't keep track for a reason. I don't need to keep track of who sends me what, and because I get I get so much because I'm the one that's in charge of it all, and a lot of people like to send me stuff because because you love me and I love you too. And sometimes we get busy with our lives, and we end up like Kelly in the emergency room, or like me, a couple weeks ago I was in the hospital, and life happens. Whether we're expecting it or not, it happens. And sometimes it happens unexpectedly. And so when you don't receive something from your partners that you're supposed to be receiving from, you just have to take it with a grain of salt, and think about, well, maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe someone in the family is not feeling well and they have to be the nurse, or they have to be the taxi driver, or just lots and lots and lots of things that could come up, that they come up unexpectedly. And it takes away from our art, because when family comes first, and when my family is knocking on my door, I drop everything in the art room and go to them. And everybody does. And so we have to realize, and sometimes we some of us, like me, for example, I don't have any children. So I don't have to, I don't have to say, Mom, I don't have to listen to Mom, I need you. Mom, come here. Mom, can you help me? I don't have that, but a lot of you, every one of y'all have, most of you have kids. And, when they holler at you, you run because they come first. And the same thing with our other things in our lives. So when you don't get your swaps returned to you very fast, give it a break and rest. And maybe it'll show up next month, or maybe it'll show up in a week, or at least give it a time. Like the ephemera trade, it was for January. It was all month of January. Well, I had people still sending out in February because of events, things that were happening in their life. And I said, no problem. You send it out when you can. And because we're under no stress here in our art room, we do art because we love it and we want to do it and we want to give it to everybody. And that's why we have the swaps. So some people, I've had several people, I haven't received this, or I haven't gotten this yet, and oh, I wonder what's going on with so and so. And I said, well, give it a rest, and just know that other people, that we all have lives, and to we have to attend to our families first, and our life first, and our crafting is second. But from a lot of us, crafting is important. I know that I can't wait to stream. I can't wait for the next stream. I can't wait to stream again next Tuesday. I already know, I already have things in the back of my mind that I want to do for next week. And what can I do to help make this more enjoyable for you and stuff. And so we have to sit back and relax a little bit. And I have to tell myself to relax, because everything will work out. And if you don't get somebody's swap, maybe you need to send your partner send some some happy mail to your partner and say, hope you're having a good day. Here's some extra mail. Here's some happy mail for you. Have a great day. Don't even bring it up. Just love on each other. And so I just wanted to let you all know that I am aware that you all have different things going on in your lives, and I hear bits and pieces of it from my end. And I just want you to know that you're on my prayer list. You're on my prayer list today. And there's Darlene. I don't have Darlene's name on here. Darlene, I'm putting you on the prayer list because we love you, and we're praying for each other today. And if there's anybody else, you all remind me and type it in big caps so I can see it if I've missed anybody. But in the meantime, I'm going to do an angel here, and that's what I'm working on next. And let's see if I can get it up here. Let's try this. Here we go. So here's my little angel, and she's got a skirt on that's textured. So I'm going to texture a piece of paper here, right here, with this white, and I'm going to get a stencil out. See if I can find me a stencil to texture her with that I like. And I'm looking for some stenciling. Nope, it's not there. Nope, it's not there. It's the next one. I'm digging out the side of the drawer because the top drawer is uh, full. I've got it as a tray. But here's my little stencil palette right here. Is that it? No? Yeah, that's it. So I can put these other books back down in there. So, there. Okay. Let's try this and see if I can find a stencil for her dress. That might be cute. Oh, that one would be cute. Let's try this one for her dress. So I picked me up some spackle and I added some white to it. And now I'm going to stencil some down on this piece of paper. And this is going to be her dress. Like that. And I'll pick that up. Ooh! Isn't that neat? So I'm going to try to match it up. How lucky can I get? Because I think it's going to be longer than that. That's only 6 inches. So let's make it a little longer. Did all right. I think it's going to be okay. That'll be a good size for her skirt. Okay. So uh, I'm going to just take this over to the sink real quick and rinse it off, because if you don't rinse it off, it'll get crusty and it'll be uh, unpleasant. So I'll be right back so I can rinse that off and I can put that back upstairs there. But I gotta let this dry anyway before I can do anything to it. just a minute. Teresa, I'll be right back.
All right, I'll be right here.
Talk to the girls.
What you want to talk about? Have to be right back. I'm concentrating. Doing a lousy job of this drawing, but I'm concentrating. I'm going to get over here so I can see what y'all are saying. Now, are you sketching the angel, darling? Is that what you're doing? Hi, Margaret. Hi, Pam. Hi, Angela. Hi, sister. Hi, everybody.
Just a little rinse. And I couldn't believe how much paint was on there from last time. Or two. I've used this 2 or 3 times. So that's okay. I'm not very gentle with my stencils. Kind of hard on them.
Well, if you got a little pen, like a hospital pen, you know what I'm talking about, the square
Oh,
one.
uh-huh. I have one. I
You
just
can put a little bit of water in it, not a lot, because if you spill it, it'll be everywhere. But
I
just put a
know.
little bit and just throw your stencil in there.
Well, I didn't know I was going to use stencils in advance, so but that's okay. It didn't
Oh
take
no, it's
long
fine.
for me to do that little rinse. So I'm just going to dry this. This is going to be her dress, and
Of course, if you're like me, you don't have a space to put a little pen to do that
I
with. But
don't. I really don't. There's only enough room for me.
there's barely enough room for me.
But this
I haven't I haven't finished cleaning out yet, and I've got a long way, but it's got a
this
long way to go too.
this white picked up a little bit of red and pink off of my stencil from a previous stamp, and it's tinted on the edges of the stencil, and it gives it a Victorian grungy tint to it, and it is really really cool. I'm going to use my heat gun on this and dry it.
Darlene, it's posted in the group, honey.
Yeah,
Beth posted her.
yeah, I
I don't
posted
have a
it.
picture either.
I
That's
just
probably
posted her. I hope I pushed post.
yes. That's how I got the picture. You haven't shown
Okay.
it to me.
Sometimes I forget to push post. Yeah, she's in there.
Yes, she's in there.
I didn't see Stacy tonight. I did post the pronto prompts. Thank you, darling. Teresa, they liking your picture.
Yes, thank you so much.
Uh, Margaret was asking me. I'm gonna go back and see what Margaret was talking about. She says dolls are not you, Margaret, but I sent Margaret a doll to make, and that one was easy. And but that's quite all right, Margaret. You don't have to do the dolls. And then the next swap is going to be uh, die cuts. And so there's my textured. So this is going to be her dress. So I'm going to make her dress over here. and maybe I can do a sample, a pre a pattern here. And but anyway, um, we're going to do the die cuts next for next month. That's March. And then in April, we're going to do ACT swaps. And the fox, I'm doing a fox book. And you like the idea of doing a fox swap? You wouldn't mind doing a fox swap. Okay. Your swaps would be like, oh no, yes, they would be wonderful. Angela, their foxes would be great. But anyway, we'll think about that after the ACTs. I don't like to get too far in advance because I will forget. You're going to do the ATC swap, Margaret? Okay. Now the die cuts will be next, and
Margaret makes beautiful
and
ATC.
I think Tuesday I'm going to sit here and do die cutting and let you see how I do my die cuts and show you other examples of how to punch and how to fussy cut or do something different than a die cut. It could be bought and things that you can buy that are pre-cut. You can buy them if you like to do that kind of thing. And Pam, made by Pam. Hi, Pam, honey. Um, she wants to do
Are,
a napkin swap again. Well, I'll have to put that on my back burner for now, but that might be something we can do in the next few months. But we're going to do die cuts and ATCs first, and uh, and I'll put the napkins and the fox swap. Angela wants to know, Pam, do you need some napkins, or she just wants to swap? She wants to do a swap. And we could talk about how you want to do your napkin swaps. I've done it two or three different ways, and one way is you send me 10 or well, I'm not going to do 10 napkins this time. It'll have to be 5 napkins. You send me 5 napkins, and I will send you 5 different napkins back. And your napkins don't have to be all different unless you want them to be. And I will do a round robin with them and give everybody 5 different napkins back, no matter what you kind of napkin you sent me. It can be any kind of napkin, Christmas napkins, Easter napkins, holiday napkins, it doesn't matter. And then I will send you 5 back. And uh, you have to send me 2 stamps with your napkins to me so that I can stamp your mail to send back, either that or you can send it to each other. So it depends on how you want to do it. If you want to send napkins and have partners, or do you want to send them? We'll worry about this later, okay? On how we're going to mail them. Yeah, Margaret's got napkins. Yeah. Oh, Pam just picked up a bunch. Okay. Well, we'll be doing that later on. Just keep. I always talk about it a month in advance. But right now we are just in the middle of finishing up the doll trade. So we got to get the doll trade finished first. The doll trade is in progress. So I think I'm going to do this in pencil. Let's get back onto my angel here. So I want her dress to go down like this. And then up the back. And then she's going to have a waist. That's the way I want my dress to be. So I'm going to cut it out. This is my pattern. So this is going to be her dress. And I have to make it just a little bit smaller to fit on the page. Just a little bit more. Okay, that's about all I can do right there. So now I just have to cut it out of my spackle. And there might be a bit easier way to do this. You might have a different way of doing this. See, I could have cut this out first and just spackled this piece. And then lift it up and it would be done. But I didn't do that. But that's okay. So here's her dress. And it's going to go over here on this page. And look how it's going to be. Isn't that going to be pretty? So she's going to be on here. And then I'm going to draw the rest of it with paint and color. And I might as well just go ahead and glue her down, glue her skirt down. Let's try it. Isn't that going to be pretty? A little bit of spackle that's not quite dry. You can't tell the difference. Okay. So let me get this stuff out from underneath my book. And I'm going to get the white paint out. And I've got some white paint over here on my palette. And I need some of the black paint and a peach or a pinky shade. Okay, okay. Now, let's see here. Let me get my, I'm going to use my little paintbrush. And I'm going to use some white with this pink. And see if I can't make a little tiny pink shirt. And I can. I can. Look, I got light pink. That'll be perfect. So I'm going to paint her shirt like this. And then I'm going to let that dry. Let that dry. And her sleeves are white. They're textury, but I'm not going to. Well, let's see if I've got any of that left over. If I could do sleeves out of the rest of this leftover texture. And I might be. Oh, I got enough. Got enough. I can do her sleeves. So let me just think about the size of her sleeves. Let's do this. Get this. Get my little scissors out. So this will be one sleeve. And her hand's kind of behind her. That's perfect. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have done that better if I tried. Oh, I could not have done any better. And then I need another one over here for this other sleeve. Let's see. I want that way, and I want this one this way. Okay. We're going to do a little bit backwards, but we'll get it. Like that. I've got to talk my way through it. And we'll give her a little, make it a little bit different. Look at that. There's her sleeves. So this is going to be her other arm. And she'll have a little hand. I'm going to go ahead and glue her sleeves down. I'm hot. I'm hot on the trail. Oh, this is so sweet. Love it. Looks like she's got on lacy sleeves. Like that. And then I'm going to make her face peachy. A little peachy. Like that. And get my paintbrush back. Don't think I need those anymore. And I'm going to do her face. And this is going to be her neck. I'll put another layer up here on her face. How you coming, Teresa?
Just fine.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think so far?
I love her. I love her belt.
I use glitter stuff, stickles.
Oh, for her
Um,
dress? Oh, that was
uh-huh.
good. Yeah.
I'm using white stickles for the, because it's a tone on tone
Yes, it is.
on the picture. So I'm using white stickles. I don't know if you can see it or not.
I can do see a shadow, yes.
I'm glad you can take steroids, Kel. They won't let me have them. Maybe you'll get to feeling lots better now.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Kelly, did you see the little angel I'm making for you, Kelly? Are you are you still in the ER or are you home yet? Did she say? Now her face will have to dry real good before I can put her eyes on. And she really doesn't have any eyes on the in this picture, but I will put her some eyes and a little smile.
Angela says your angel looks Victorian, and she's pretty too.
Oh, thanks. It looks purple on TV in this screen, but she's pink.
It does look purple, but it
But
does have
you
a
know
little bit.
what?
It looks like a lavender.
I painted it on top of this black, and it might have absorbed some of the dark.
It looks like a kind of a lavender color to me.
It does.
So
I'm going to take and put some more pink on it.
she says she's still in the ER,
Okay.
but
Okay.
just had a lung crazy. And Kel says that Beth, that angel, is beautiful.
It's going to be when I get done with her. You'll have to watch the rerun. But we decided to name her Kelly Ann. We're naming her Kelly Ann for just in case you need to know her name. It's your little guardian angel. Okay, I like that. And while we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to do her wings. Okay. Does that look okay?
Of
That
course, it
wing?
looks beautiful.
Working on a wing and a prayer.
Always.
Boy, I got lucky and got two friends tonight to stream with me tonight.
I could have come in earlier, but I was just not feeling very well. I had to take
Oh,
something for a headache,
well,
so I
um,
figured I better not.
and that worked out well because I think Sharon had a lot to talk about and
Oh,
share,
yeah.
and I'm glad we got that out of the way, and I think she feels comfortable to streaming again. I think she just wanted to get her feet wet again, and
Yeah. She's
so
good. She's really good.
she is. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. And she wants to pick out a good time to stream, and she doesn't know when, and she just has to make a decision. and maybe do some impromptus
Yeah,
because you don't
that's
have to.
usually what I do whenever I'm up to it.
You don't have to write it in gold. So anyway, all I have really left to do is her hand, her little hand, and I just sort of do a little swipe there. Try to do a little. Make it look like a hand. That looks all right to me. And maybe just a hint of her hand over here. It's tucked in behind her dress. And this paint does absorb the black in the background. It's absorbing it. So that's why that top looked purplish. But it's fine. I painted it that way. Yeah, that's the way I wanted it. So all I have left to do is her hair. So I'm going to dry this real good first. And let me get the dryer out. And it's already 9 o'clock. My chat's not moving either, Cheryl. I think everybody's winding down. I'm going to put a belt on her. Teresa, is that supposed to be a little star beside her?
It's just a little doodaddle that I put on
It's a
there.
doodaddle? A
It's just a
doodaddle?
doodaddle.
A
It's just a doodad.
doodaddle. Have you ever heard of that? I've
Of course
never
I have.
heard of a doodaddle,
Of
but I
course I have.
like it. Thank you, Sharon. I did that on an extra piece of paper and then I cut her dress out. So I'm going to try to do her hair. And I know that I think Kellyanne's a brune. She's brown. She's not black. I have to add some brown to her hair. But that's okay. She could have black hair.
Well, this Kelly has black hair with a little bit of brown mixed in.
Here you go.
And Kellyanne's got short hair.
Oh, what did she get her hair cut?
She did.
And you got your hair cut.
I did. We just cutting up these days.
I trimmed about 3 inches off of mine, and it looks better. It I've been taking biotin. It's a vitamin for hair and nails, and I don't know if it's working or not. But and then I changed my shampoo. Joe bought me some Pantene, and it makes my hair greasy. So I wash my hair in Suave, and then I put the Pantene on my ends of my hair, and it seems to be helping. So she's got long hair. It's coming down beside her face. And she's looking to the right, like that. I got way too much paint out.
Now, Sharon, why are you putting your hair in a bottle? Mine's hanging on the wall. I don't have a hair in a bottle. I have it in a wall.
Okay, and I think. Oh, I got to put her belt on her, and I'm going to use gold. I've got a gold pin.
Hi, Mark.
Is Eternity here? Hi. Howdy do. Are you working? He works weekends. I can put a little bit around her.
He says he's going to work in about an hour.
Okay, he's heading on. And then I can do a little bit of gold around the base of her hem. I think that would be cute. Okay. Can you see it? And
Not a word.
I can't do anything to her face because her face is still wet. But when her hair dries, I can put a little gold band in her hair. She's got a little halo or something there. And I'm just going to wait on that until it dries. I have to wait for the black to dry. So I'll put that up. Oh, shoot. That's twice I've done that tonight. Shoot. Did I say shoot? Did y'all hear that?
No, that's not what I heard.
Heavens to Betsy. What am I like? That's okay. I got my play clothes on. I spilled my coffee first thing this when I came on tonight. So I'm going out with the same witness, only this was paint water.
Hey, I sent you a cup.
Yeah, this is paint water. That I can't do anything about it. Though that was to prevent me from putting my paintbrush in my cup. So, but anyway, she's done, and I'm going
Thank
to
you,
have to set
Belinda.
her up and let her dry.
I'm just
So,
going to leave her laying here and let her dry.
yeah. So, on
Poor
that
thing.
note, I've got them. We got clean up on aisle 3. Clean up.
Run
I'm
the other
doing.
direction so they didn't know you did it.
I moved the coffee back. Now I need to move the water back. So yeah, I'm just a little damp, but it's okay. It's all washable. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Not a thing that's bad. I'll just open my scissors so they don't rust. They shouldn't rust. And I'm going to open my prayer journal to let it dry. It's been blessed. It's been blessed, you guys. It's all been blessed. That's what it is. We can all use a blessing. We'll accept this blessing. We will. We'll accept it and in all good things. It just needed to be it just needed to be blessed. It's not going to hurt a thing. No siree. We're going to fix each page, make sure they're all uh, safe. And we like warped pages. We like the feel of ruffled paper, right? Is everybody agreeing with me? No, it was the second spill of the day. Yeah, the second. See, it happens to the best of us. But there's nothing that got damaged, nothing that got hurt. Absolutely not a thing. I'm washable. I got my shirt wet, but it didn't stain it. It's just, it was clean water when I started. So that's good news. I'm not going to smell. At least I'm not going to smell like old water. We're double blessed. Doubled, double blessed. We are double blessed. So really, it's
Now,
okay.
did you open her back up so her hair could dry? Her
Yeah,
face and hair?
yeah.
Don't forget, she got to dry.
She's almost
Don't
dry.
want her sticking to the other page and
And
ripping her face off.
I get to put something down over on this side before I paint. I'll paint a background on here. But I didn't get hardly anything on Kellyanne. Kellyanne survived. So we're double blessed. Double blessed. I love that. So so with that note, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sign off. And Teresa, you did a wonderful job on yours, and you'll have to we'll have to show it again and see all the sparkles. And
All right.
I will
I
be doing
posted
a
it
little
in the
bit
group,
more.
so if you want to see it in the group, it's there.
Yeah,
I
it'll be in
haven't
the
done her
group.
hair in the sparkle yet. I've got some clear sparkle I want to put on that, but I wanted to let this part dry before I got my hand into it.
Yep. Uh, I added some white to the spackle, and it because it was kind of dried out a little bit, and it was the perfect texture, Sharon. When I did the spackle, I just added a little bit of white to it, a couple of
Good
good
night,
squirts,
Sherry.
and then it picked up some shadowing from the sides of the stencil where I didn't wash it the last time, and it had some pink tint on it, and it went around the edges of it, and I love it. Yes, Debbie, it was definitely baptized.
Thank you, Beth, and thank you, Sharon, for a great evening.
Thank you,
I
Teresa.
enjoyed
She was sprinkled.
being here too, and
She had a little bit of a dunking going on here, but all of the other angels are being sprinkled too. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I've had a wonderful time, and I've been blessed by all of you guys. And Sharon, Teresa said good night, and it's time for me to go. So I'm going to say good night. I'll see you all in the chat room somewhere. Good night, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend.